Stream's taking a minute to kind of load through OBS here. I think it should be going now. I think should be. Ah, yes. I love when NVIDIA gives me the Alt Z notification theme about her this. But yeah, welcome back to another stream. We're doing our live stream as a well. Obviously, it's another live stream, but it is gonna be a more of a low end type of threat day. Right now, kind of seeing more of a hail and wind threat. There are two areas that kind of watching this one right here, and then the southern portion of this. Which this one, Storm Runner Media, was just on a little bit ago, which did have a funnel on it, but looks like that has occluded a bit ago. Hopefully not my OBS. Well, yeah. Well, I always hope my OBS works properly throughout these streams, but I just hope Radar Omega loads properly as well. Which, if we have any issues at all with Radar Omega, we'll just switch over to GR2 as usual. What I do want to take a look at is the SBC mid-scale analysis. So let's go over to that real quick. So where is it? Weather news. Not it. Is it? It is weather news. I'm like, I couldn't remember. And there's Davis. I'm like, I wonder what he's doing. So I just went over to his stream and kind of just doing the same thing I'm doing. And then there I think there's also Evan Freiberger as well. So there's just only a couple people that are live streaming right now. But yeah, as you can kind of see, not a ton of wind shear. 25 knots, 30 knots. I do want to take a look with the about 500. So it's, I mean, you still get maybe a brief spin up for a tornado in this environment, but nothing to be expected in terms of anything that could be major today. It is, I think that today is more of a conditional tornado risk compared to a guaranteed tornado risk, because there is that 5%, but don't know if we're going to see anything out of that tornado threat. Yeah, let's go back. So I have been kind of seeing this little area right there kind of merging with this. And then we potentially, if this continues, we could get a hook echo on that. And it could produce a tornado, potentially, if it does. I'll just go over to, not me tabbing through the scans here, but let me go over to the outlooks real quick, because that is one thing I want to go through here. So this is today. So you can see a lot of storms right now are in that slight risk area, which I think anybody outside east of here is probably going to have a much lower chance of anything that's majorly severe or anything that is severe within this, like the hail threat and the wind threat. Or if there is going to be a wind threat, it's going to be probably nothing big. Same with that hail threat. There is that 5% tornado risk that I did just mention, but I think that's, once again, more of a conditional risk. Day 2, which is slight risk, which I think is going to be a little bit bigger of a day tomorrow in terms of that tornado threat and also that wind threat, most likely. Don't know about that hail threat, since it is in that 5% area, but wind and tornadoes, I think, are be a much bigger threat for tomorrow compared to today. But we'll have to see. And that is also going to be, as I've been kind of looking to, it's going to be more of a nocturnal threat. So it's going to be an overnight threat with a tornado threat and hail threat and also wind threat as well. And then the big day that a lot of people and also me have been kind of looking at, which is Tuesday, which I think they kind of increased that marginal area up to Kansas and also northwestern Missouri, also a portion of Nebraska there. And there is that enhanced risk, which there's also that significant severe area, which I wonder if it's either going to be either a wind threat or a tornado threat. Because what I'm thinking for tomorrow is probably going to be maybe a few, depending on how big that worm sector is, which on recent model runs, it's kind of getting smaller and smaller, which means those prefrontals are going to struggle to kind of get going in a smaller area. Not that we couldn't have a line that we have prefrontals that go discrete and produce tornadoes, even strong tornadoes within that line. But I think we could see something similar to February 15th, which also had that 10% significant severe, but then we saw a lot of QLCS tornadoes within that event, which some were pretty significant in terms of damage with some of those QLCS tornadoes from February 15th. Let me see. Do I have? I do have lightning. Okay. I'm like, I wasn't sure if I had lightning on or not. Let me go to the last 15 minutes. Yeah, there's definitely some lightning within this, for sure. Last 30 minutes, 5 minutes even, actually, is probably going to be our best bet with looking at where lightning is at. Yeah, definitely some lightning within these storms here. Which, when you have instability in it, when the atmosphere has instability in it, that's when you start getting your lightning and thunder. Also, looks like this is starting to, as of recent scans here, starting to organize a little bit more here. But Storm Runner is on that storm here. So we'll see from their perspective real quick here. A lot of rain. I think that's where that lowering is, right there where that wall cloud is. If that is a wall cloud that I'm seeing. Let me expand this real quick. Because that looks like it could be a lowering right in there. We'll have to wait till he gets out of the trees on that. That also could just be Scud right there too. That's another severe thunderstorm warning that just got issued on top of this severe thunderstorm warning. So I have 2 severe thunderstorm warnings inside a severe thunderstorm warning. Although this is probably more of a renewal of a severe thunderstorm warning compared to the one that was issued earlier. Yeah. Still 6-mile-per-hour wind gust and quarter-size hail. Okay, can Firefox work properly, maybe? That'd be great. Stormrunner just zoomed in on that. So it looks like they are noticing that little lowering right there. One thing I do want to take a look at maybe eventually here is... Actually, let me take a look at it now. Because there are some that are starting to... some storms and showers that are starting to form down to the south portion of this. But I think a lot of the northern portion is what we're going to be focusing on for the most part. Because that is where the environment is currently. So... That's interesting. So, Weather Check, you guys just put out their severe weather prediction, and they have like a lot of well, yeah, actually a lot of Illinois within that area. Let me just show you guys this. I know this is obviously predictions, so this could be completely different to what could be actually happening this year. But so yeah, this is what they kind of have. So a lot of the western portion over here, which we actually did see a lot of activity last year over here. I mean, not that we couldn't see a lot of activity this year over here, but looks like they're predicting a lot of the activity be in the Dixie Alley area and also the... I don't know how much this is like Ohio Valley, and I don't know what portion, like the Midwest here, looks like too, because this is all Midwest. It'll be interesting to see how that kind of like pans out on that. See how their prediction goes. Still seeing some posts on people voting on what Tuesday's max risk will be, whether it'll be a enhance or a moderate, which personally I think the most it'll get to is a moderate, but it could be just an enhance with like a 10% significant severe tornado risk, because we have seen that beforehand with February 15th. So we'll see it in tomorrow, because that's when the day 2 outlook will be coming out for Tuesday. And then we'll get a little bit more guidance with models like the HRRR or NAM for Tuesday. See what kind of things are gonna be going on for Tuesday. Also, this does not look as hooked as it was earlier as well. Does that look like a little bit more hook, like a hook right there, and that kind of fell apart. Looks like as it's going towards the northeast. Although, let me click on Stormrunner Media's stream real quick. Very cloudy, that's for sure, though. Very dark, I will say, though. Although cameras typically have like light balance on them, so it's probably darker than what's showing on camera here. And we have another severe thunderstorm warning that just got issued, which is going to be for this right here. With what we've been looking at for the past couple, not a couple of hours, but probably a couple of minutes or so. That one, okay, this should expire out probably. Either that or they're going to condense it, but they did just issue a new severe thunderstorm warning, so we'll see. Because this still has the golf ball sized hail and 6 miles per hour and that tornado pause tag on it. Tornado sized hail and 6 miles per hour. So it's not producing as big of hail as it did earlier. So I do wonder if it's got these two areas are probably going to merge here. Because that could happen. Gotta clean off my phone screen. It's always like some random dust on it. I just gotta climb my way back over. I just realized I have like 2 different pens on my desk here, just sitting. I was gonna say one thing I will say though. Okay, Radar Omega is taking a little bit here to kind of load, so we may switch over back to GR2 in a second here. And I did not want to open up File Explorer. Hopefully, as soon as I'm like, imagine as soon as I'm just looking. Oh wait, I just need to do some arrow key stuff. Hold on. Give it a moment to load. 1 moment. Oh, okay, there we go. It's loaded. So yeah, definitely, it's definitely contaminated. That's for sure. Yeah, nothing major. Just a lot of wind threat, and also that hail threat too that I previously mentioned. One thing I do need to do is kind of like clean my room real quick and stuff. Right now, other than that, right now though, I will say it's kind of right now. It's kind of we're kind of I want to say we're kind of low, but I could completely just jinx that, and then something occurs. I also have a special weather statement up here, probably for wind and hail, 40 mile per hour wind gust and hail, pea-sized hail. So small hail on that northern portion here. Also seeing a couple potentially some showers up there. It looks like. This gotta take a minute to load. But yeah, definitely some showers up here. Maybe some storms actually. Which looks like these portions right here kind of fired up and then they kind of died down for a second there. Although some of these start firing off over here, so could see something strong, maybe strong out of those, but I don't think they're not really in an environment where those can kind of fire off to be severe. That Discord call, that was the most soundboard sounds I've ever heard in my entire life in like a span of like a short time. Like holy. I need to throw out a garbage bag. Be right back, everybody. I'm back. I almost sat sideways on my chair because this chair's like one of those like hard plastic chairs. Yeah, it's a perfect gaming chair. Oh, drop some stuff. So you probably got hear a bunch of noises of me just doing stuff. So try to clear out. I have so much stuff in my drawer that I need to clear out. I have like so many different like brown napkins from like different places. Like I think I have like napkins from like McDonald's to get Potbelly. More napkins. I think for more napkins from McDonald's. Actually, I think some of these are actually from those are McDonald's. Actually, I thought those were gonna be from Sonic. Yeah, I have so many in here. Like I could probably with the amount of brown napkins I have, I could probably sell these for like 5 cents. I know it's not a lot of money for like brown napkins, but still. And we got some plastic bags. And I have this graphing paper that I don't need at all. Another knock at the garbage can. I swear, I could probably make music with this thing. I am seeing something with this northern portion there. Maybe a bit of contamination in the area, but this may be something to watch right in there. But we'll see. Or you can make them into shape an egg, or you can sell them for $12 a piece. You know what? I make like brown napkin art. I don't know, brown napkin art. Yeah. Oh, guess what? I found more brown napkins. This time they're all from Potbelly. Oh my god! And bro, I found more napkins. McDonald's napkins specifically. Bro. Alright. That should be good. Do I have enough? Okay, I may need oh no, I don't need to charge my phone. Okay. Oh, we do have actually a special weather statement all the way up here. Actually, looks like it's just mostly winter out of that though. Uh, that is one thing I don't like about Radar Omega is you can't like load the alert. Oh wait, because I'm clicking on radar, not the actual information. 50 mile per hour wind gust and half-inch hail. So it is gonna be interesting to see what they're gonna put out for Tuesday, because that is gonna be one of the bigger days so far of the year. No, we had February 15th, and then I think it was January 5th. I think. Although February 15th ended up being just a lot of QLCS spam. And Radar Omega did not want to load properly. Fun. Oh, there we go. It's loaded. So it looks like National Weather Service Jacksonville's radar is offline. I don't know if it still is. Oh no, it is. Yeah, because that was about an hour ago when it went down. Alternate radars: Moody Air Force Base, Georgia, which is KVAX, which I think is the one just to the northwest of Jacksonville near Valdosta, I think. And then you got obviously Tallahassee and then Charleston too. I'm surprised that they mentioned Charleston. And consider, maybe actually maybe not because it's like right there, but I don't know, because if you're looking at anything in Florida, I feel like you're most likely to use these two for the northern portion here, if anything at all. And we're only 2 minutes behind currently on radar scans. Hopefully, we won't have all. Okay, maybe we are gonna have issues with Radar Omega actually, because what happens when you don't up. This is what happens when Radar Omega does not get updated for about a year. Yeah, this is one of the reasons why I may just switch over to the GR2 in a second here as well. Wait, do I have 2 things of GR2 analysis loaded? Oh, I do. I have 3 now. What's going on here? Yeah, Radar Omega is just completely not wanting to respond right now. I may have to refresh it. I don't know what's up with that, to be honest. May just be my internet though. Having a giant bathroom, not a giant bathroom break, but just a giant issue. I don't know. That's velocity. No, let me just switch over to GR2 analysis real quick here, because that's gonna be, where is it? There we go. So yeah, you can see where that area. It's a broad area. It could be just to the west of El Dorado. This could be right. This is basically crossing over to Oklahoma currently. Maybe one of the, if this does produce anything at all, this may be one of the bigger tornado threats so far today compared to everything else so far that we've seen. Let me just kind of, maybe just tweak the window size of my, or not the window, yeah, window size of an OBS real quick there. Making its way towards the northeast. Like northeast-ish, it looks like, going towards Golden McQueen. I imagine they're probably going to issue a new severe thunderstorm warning soon, potentially. But that depends on if this is still producing like 60 mile per hour, up to 60 mile per hour wind gust, because that is what this is warned for, 60 mile per hour wind gust, and also quarter-size hail as well. Also do need to get the GR2 place files, because I had to reinstall GR2 because I was having a little bit of issues with it for no apparent reason at all. What was up with it, but well, I'll have to place file manager. We gotta insert lightning in there. So there we go, lightning. Actually, let me go over to. Oh, we do have a tornado warning now, which is gonna be for this area. This is gonna be going for. Let's see. This is gonna be going for Lewis, and all the way up to. This is gonna be for Gold, McQueen, and Lewis in Oklahoma. If you're in any of these areas, seek shelter now. Go to the lowest part of your building or home, or the most interior part of your building or home. Just waiting for GR2 analysis to catch up with the alerts. Yeah, this is definitely one of the stronger areas of rotation that we've seen today of anything so far. Like, it is impressive. $26 on that tornado warning. But yeah, this is definitely one of the more stronger rotations currently that we have. gonna be right near Lewis in Oklahoma. It's gonna be right in this southwest Oklahoma. Let me go over to how many tabs do I have open? Oh, that's okay. That's not many actually. Yeah, this is definitely. Let me just take a quick look at if we have anything in terms of CC drop at all. Which right now there's not really a CC drop on this because it's just currently rotation. It is definitely some strong velocities on this tornado warning, but definitely got to monitor this. If this is giving, if we're seeing velocities this strong right now, definitely definitely got to be monitoring this. So one thing I will say, we are a little bit a ways away from the radar, but I think we should be maybe in range to at least potentially see a CC drop if there is a tornado that does end up being on the ground with this. Once you get into this area, seek shelter, go to the lowest part of building your home or the most interior part of your building or home. So, Storm Runner is just to the south of that. Got probably take him a while to even get up there. Also, I have no idea how loud my keyboard is on stream. So hopefully my keyboard is not too loud for you guys. Trying to see if there's anything at all with this. Oh wow. I just saw a post by Brandon Osterhout, and it is definitely like a skinnier. It's like a skinny tornado. I don't Quana. I think this is probably in this area too, somewhere near here. If that is near here at all, I'm not 100% sure. Quanah, Texas. Okay, that was a little bit ways away, it looks like. if that is, oh yeah, because Texas, yeah. 5 minutes ago in Texas, I just retweeted on my Twitter with that particular funnel. Surprised that it's not tornado warned, but then again, it's probably a smaller area, depending. Well, also I have no idea how long ago that was. If that oh no, that is pretty recent actually in Quanah, Texas, with that funnel. Even Cameron Nixon is on this too, and Ben Williams. So there's a couple people that are on that tornado in Quanah, Texas. It's in a big open field. I mean, there are a lot of areas here that are rural and big open areas. So a lot of these tornadoes, if they do occur, hopefully shouldn't impact a lot. But gotta have to watch and hope it misses. I think we are only 2 minutes behind on scans currently. This is still going towards the northeast, towards McQueen and Gold. So I think, as I'm looking at this here, I think this is starting to broaden out a little bit. Still got those still strong velocities, but broadened out at this point. Still continue to stay in your safe places. Still got the story warning ongoing for another 19 minutes. Going towards McQueen and Gold. Going towards the northeast at 25. And I saw a post not Quan, Spike Davis. Stormrunner. Oh wow, look at that. Hold on. We just take a quick peek and look at that. That's the outer edge of the storm there. Although yeah, they were literally right there. So this is definitely turning into a line of storms here. Definitely still gotta have to watch that area here where we have that strong rotation. Once again, it's a broad area rotation, but continue to stay in your safe places till the tornado warning is over or canceled. But we'll be yeah, Could be going towards Highway 62 here. Although that's actually probably Interstate 62 maybe. Pretty sure it's Highway 62 though. Yeah, it's Highway 62, not Interstate, because Interstate has the blue icon compared to the white. So I can't imagine they updated the outlook quite yet. But this is in that slight risk area. I do wonder where that right in that 5% area. And there's the wind, and there's the hail, which we have seen that hail and wind threat pop up. Let me go to day 3 again here. One thing I will need to get is a new headset here, because my headsets, every time I have these on, I feel like it's just gotta crumble apart. All right, we just got a new scan in here. It's definitely seeing some area here near gold. Don't know if it's trying to tighten up near there. Just considering the broad area here. Because typically when you have velocities that are tight, that's where you're typically gonna find your area of rotation. Looks like the velocities here have kind of split apart there. So this is probably, I mean, it's probably gonna end up where we have that situation where it's broad rotation, but it's gonna start weakening out a lot more as it's going towards the northeast here. Even, I mean, it's still in that 5% area, but sometimes even when you don't have the environment, it's just got to completely fall apart. I am looking at the SPC mesoscale analysis. It looks like it's in that area where I don't know how far behind this is, but it looks like it's still in that area where you got that 25 knots of wind shear. Got another severe thunderstorm warning I just got issued. Tornado pasta tag on it, of course, because I mean you still have rotation on it. So the question is, are they gonna end up expiring out this tornado warning, or are they are they gonna let it expire out, or are they gonna cancel it? Because I don't know how many tornado warnings I've seen Norman cancel out. I have seen them let them expire out though. All right, they did just end up canceling it out. Okay, so we're back down to a severe thunderstorm warning with the tornado pass tag on it, going towards the northeast. So we got a couple of areas here, like Reed, Schroeder, and Russell here. But yeah, this is a pretty rural area compared to other areas that I've covered recently, where there's a bunch of like towns and or cities. And we also have a special weather statement here: 50-mile-per-hour wind gust and nickel-sized hail. One thing I will say about March as well, which I think we're definitely have an active March, which I mean is typical for typical for the tornado season, where March to May is pretty active. Even in June and July is pretty active too, because that's when you're gonna start seeing more severe weather activity in the Midwest, and a lot of those end up being MCS systems, or a mesoscale convective system, which is basically a line of storms. And summer months like June and July, and in some cases you can see end up seeing potentially a derecho during those months too. Because during the summer months, the ground is heated by quite a lot with daylight heating, and then lapse rates goes up, and then you also got your instability that goes up. Although typically, I mean, not they don't see discrete cells either during those months, but typically you're gonna see more QLCS tornado threats during those months, like what we saw last year. I don't know about the year before that, because I didn't really have a radar app 2023 and beforehand. 2024 last year, when I started doing live broadcasting, that's kind of when I started basically doing live broadcasting like I'm doing now. We still got another 3 hours on us, because this is going till 7. Will be interesting to see if that threat is going to be going till then, because sometimes that threat sometimes ends before that time, depending. We're currently still in those hours where we're gonna have that daylight heating. So, although it's still once again more of a conditional risk with that tornado threat. Still got broad area rotation, but it is definitely starting to include just the northeast gold in Oklahoma. So far, this is looks to be more of an Oklahoma threat. I mean, we did have a few over in the Texas, this area of Texas here, but or at least this area here where we got the severe thunderstorm watch. I think it was, I can't remember if it was Paducah or something like that. No, it wasn't Paducah. Because it was, what was it? Hold on, one moment. What was it? Quanah, Texas. Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah. One thing I am interested in is weather. Well, yeah, weather-wise, see what it kind of looks like on there. Oh yeah, I forgot that the Severe Thunderstorm watches. Well, I mean, I can change the colors and stuff, but they look a lot different on weather-wise compared to Radar Mega at times, or most time maybe. I have not used Weatherwise a lot so far. I am interested in seeing if Weatherwise, or well, when Weatherwise is implementing things like alert sounds, because that is one thing I like about Radar Mega is the alert sounds, because then it lets me know, hey, this is going on. Go to that activity type of thing, you know? Also, another interesting thing too that happened recently too with South Dakota, with the tornado that happened there. It's just something I was not expecting, but the vorticity in that storm was there, so it kind of allowed that storm to spin up and have a tornado produce, even though the dew points and temperature were not there. Even the instability, I don't think was really there either. I don't think. I am kind of hold on. I want to take a look at this area here because this is one area that I know there's a special weather statement going on with this, but she's about to expire out. But that is if this that is if Radar Mega decides it wants to load. Maybe I hold on. You know what? Give me a moment. Where is it? There we go. Okay, so here is GR2 analysis. If I can tab over to it, let me just tab over to it. Okay, so go over to here to Amarillo. So yeah, I just got actually from radar here because this is just radar compared to actual reports here. A little bit of hail, but it looks like this has kind of been developing for the past, I want to say probably 20 minutes at least. So it's kind of just a cluster of showers and storms because this is what was originally a special weather statement. Uh, not warned, but I guess it is kind of a warning, but alerted, I guess. Yeah, this is kind of just a line of showers and storms on this so far. This is probably gonna expire out. But let's go back to this, which there looks like to be some MPing reports here on the southern side here. $half size hail, pea size hail, half inch, P. So we got some arrangements of hail sizes here. I am interested in seeing what's going on with this here because this looks like it's been kind of developing over the past however many minutes as well. That could be something we need to watch. Although not really seeing any type of rotation on this. Although we are really close to radar on this one, so we may have to wait for it to kind of move more towards the northeast if we have anything ongoing with it, which we probably don't. But definitely gotta keep an eye on it either way. Also, do wonder if these areas here with all this rain has got simmer down that severe threat more. Although we do have a clearing here where that daylight heating can kind of heat up the surface, and then those lapse rates can continue to kind of climb up. Let me take a look at the lapse rates. Actually, we are in an environment where looks like we have about 5 to 5.5 lapse rates right now. So low lapse rates, and probably going to be an environment where it's be about 30ish knots of wind shear. So maybe we could have a brief tornado potentially. Definitely got to be something to watch for. But nothing major at the moment. Just gotta continue to watch though. Alright, so okay, Radar Omega is loaded now. So back to this. That southern side there. So it looks like that is maybe where that tornado kind of produced there near Quana with that hook. Definitely got, once again, still got to keep an eye on the southern portion here. Once again, this is still, a lot of this is going to be moving into Oklahoma. So. Yeah, velocity from earlier that was tornado warned earlier, which is this. Definitely fell apart by quite a bit. Looks like there's still some velocities that's trying to rotate there, but just complete nothingness, to be honest, at this point. Or almost complete nothingness. Uh, wonder if we got any more MPing reports here. Looks like in Quana, we got a flood report there. Do I have flood reports enabled? No, I do not. Okay, let me just do that real quick. See if they pop up on here or not. Then again, it probably won't pop up on Radar Omega, because Radar Omega, I mean, you can still get MPing reports on Radar Omega, but looks like GR2 is getting those a little bit faster than Radar Omega is. Although I do wonder if they have to be confirmed to get onto Radar Omega. I'm not 100% sure. So Radar Omega is taking a little bit again to load that reflectivity. So we'll go back to velocity. Okay, Radar Omega is just completely just not loading at this point. So we'll just go to GR2 at this rate. It's going. So, all right, there we go. I am watching this portion right here to the south. I mean, it's just a line of storms so far. It's producing hail and whatnot. Because if we do have any tornadoes, it's probably gonna be like an end portions, like here, potentially. But because typically you're gonna find, like in the line storms, you gotta find a notch at the front, or you gotta have a discrete cell, which you have the main storm, and then you have a hook. Sometimes hooks that they're not always a tornado, they're always not always, but they're not always tornadic. So, but how is everyone doing today in chat? Yeah, definitely some rotation in there still, where we had that tornado warning from earlier. Maybe something that's starting to pop up too, just to the north of East Duke. That's something in our area there I'm watching. Yeah, I think this area here I've definitely got to watch, just in case. Although, a lot of this may just be outflow compared to actual rotation, because sometimes when you have outflow, you get some strong greens, and then you get your strong reds. Especially with lines of storms with MCSs or derechos. But yeah, we are down to one severe thunderstorm warning so far. So once again, we're just gonna continue to monitor. I am definitely watching this right here. I am noticing a little bit of that there. Definitely starting to see some more storms starting to pop up down here. Like some scattered storms and showers. Near places like Woods and Albany. And even down to your, yeah, Albany, Woodson, and even maybe up to Archer City. But we are a little bit out of range for that area there. This area is a kind of, even though it's kind of like a flat area, it's still a little bit notorious for having a radar hole. And I know, because this is Fort Worth, Dallas's radar. It'd be nice if they can get a radar right in there. Because I know this, I think it was around, yeah, it was around here, which was an issue one time when I was doing a live stream. I forgot what day it was. I think it might have been in November last year. And this area I was having a big issue with radar coverage. I know if this is Fort Smith as well right here, but even Fort Smith's radar can only help so much with that area. I got more hail reports coming on in. I think these are these are the new ones that just came in. So, pea-sized hail reports. So, small hail being produced out of this line of storms here, and still have the special weather statement going till. How long is it going till? Doesn't say. Well, it does say, but I have a hard time reading universal time. I probably won't be going for another. Probably. Actually, no, it's got to be going for another few minutes. Which by few minutes I mean 20 minutes. I had to look. I had to look at Radio Omega on that. Still got another. I think we still have. Oh wait, never mind. The warning has actually been canceled out. It's just gonna take a little bit to get canceled out there. Because yeah, severe thunderstorm warning is for West Central Jackson County is canceled. Moved out of the warning area. Which I'm kind of surprised because I'm guessing because this was over here where it was warned, and now it's kind of over here in a completely different county. I'm not super familiar with the counties in Oklahoma. But we should see that get canceled out in a second here on GR2. Same with this. And then we'll be down to just a severe thunderstorm watch. We'll be going till 7 o'clock this evening. And then from there, we'll be kind of just waiting to see any updates at all. If any of these storms kind of progress at all. So at this point, it's going to be just kind of a waiting game. And we are on the current scan on Radar Omega, and as soon as I say that, we're on the next current. So, although GR2 analysis was saying it was going to, well, GR2 was saying it was canceled out, but it looks like it's still going. Not sure if it's just taking a while or what. Looks like, okay, so Storm Prediction Center 60 minutes ago just released a couple things. Fire weather for Monday, which is tomorrow, and then also key messages for Tuesday, March 4th, which severe storms are likely over portions of the southern plains early Tuesday. Additional severe storms will spread eastward into the lower Mississippi Valley, afternoon and evening on Tuesday. And that area where we had that significant severe between Alexandria and Louisiana, and then also to Jackson and Mississippi, basically going to the other east side of, well, basically almost like kind of like a central portion of Mississippi. It looks like. Let me just pull that up at day 3 again here, because this is where we have that significant severe right here, which I'm still curious of what type of risk it's gonna be. Let me just take a quick look, because I'm not sure if it's gonna be a wind threat or it's gonna be primarily a wind. 1 or 2 organized lines or clusters of thunderstorms and perhaps a few supercells would pose a risk for damaging wind gusts. A few tornadoes and hail, primarily across parts of lower Mississippi Valley into southeast Tuesday through Tuesday night. Whether or not could actually be surface based. Temperatures aloft will still be quite cold, could support large hail, even with less surface moisture buoyancy. Very strong low jet could still produce damaging gusts, even shallow convection. Some extension low. Here probably just maintain farther north. Confidence in the scenario increases. So that low jet also could, besides that damaging wind gust, it also could fuel that tornado threat, depending on what the tornado threat is going to be. Still got to be waiting. We're still got to wait till tomorrow to see what that particular threat is going to be looking like. Because obviously, we're definitely gonna have that tornado threat in place. Probably more than likely a 10% significant severe tornado threat. But that wind threat, I wonder if they're gonna either do a 15 or a 30% on that. So, got another 14 minutes on the severe thunderstorm warning. And also, same thing with the special weather statement. Which I'll give this till this expires out with the severe thunderstorm warning. And then, depending on what occurs afterwards, I'll probably end the stream. And this is still gonna be going until 7 o'clock, but and we are about 2 minutes behind on scans, but still more current than what I've seen before. We do have a okay. There we go. Now that severe thunderstorm warning has been canceled out. Took a while for that to update on Radio Omega. I'm surprised it even went for that long, but considering GR2 analysis, but yeah, so far it looks like this is mainly a wind threat so far at this point. But yeah. Do we have anything else going on? Oh, we do actually. Got a couple of special weather statements ongoing in California. It's gonna take a little bit for these to load here. I'm kind of curious what these look like here. Definitely some wind. Definitely wind threat coming out of this one here. Same here. Although, looking at the one by Chowchilla there, chance that could, depending on those velocities, could produce a brief tornado on that. But other than that, I think this is going to be good for this stream, if anything, if we don't see anything in the next couple minutes here. Because so far, this seems to be mainly just becoming a wind threat at this time. Do we have anything from Storm Prediction Center? I don't know if they posted anything about this or not. Okay, so yeah, they did. So let me just bring that up real quick here. Alright, so some threat for isolated hail, strong gusts, and possibly tornado will continue through late afternoon. So it looks like that focus area is basically where we're looking right now. And if we are going to see anything brief, it is going to be in this area here, right there, if we see anything in terms of a possible tornado. More than likely a weak tornado, if anything. Definitely gone down in terms of that tornado threat, but I'm kind of curious. Let me just switch over to velocities real quick. Although it's gotta take a little while to load here. Let me just do that. Hello, welcome to the stream. It's kind of just looking at some stuff as you can kind of see here. So far that the tornado threat has gone down by quite a bit. Not that tornado threat hasn't completely diminished, but it is a lot lower than it was earlier. We did have a tornado warning earlier too, in Oklahoma. Which, if anything does actually have a breeze spin up, it's most likely to become of anything within that line there. But other than that, I really don't see much. Yeah, how are you doing today? The Storm Runner's right in East Duke in Oklahoma. Look at that. Definitely, yeah, that's that. Spot the storm chasers. Hmm. IG. But yeah, I was gonna say that's one thing I it's so funny when it comes to like identifying storm chasers for some reason for me, because it's like, gee, I wonder if that's a storm chaser. But yeah, but yeah. All right, just gotta wait for that to load. Not in a super big hurry. That's gotta take forever to load. It does make it a little bit annoying that sometimes it doesn't load properly. Oh, I do actually have a hail report right here, actually. Emping. Quarter size, inch size hail, just north, well, actually west of Kirkland, actually. It is absolutely just a contaminated mess. And, on the border there of Texas and Oklahoma. I'm a bear. So that music I put for my BRB screen, probably my most favorite that I put so far for that type of thing. Wonder what the Stormrunner's seeing. Oh wow, look at that. That is impressive. Also, I would say I would load up a like a traffic cam or something, but this is like rural Oklahoma and Texas, so you're not gonna have almost anything in terms of cameras down here. So you would have to rely on those storm chasers in order to do stuff like seeing anything within this kind of line. Which this is an impressive line of storms, I will say. Just still seeing some posts from Quanah, Texas, with that funnel that occurred down that way. It's actually right here as I'm looking at it. Obviously, a lot of storms have moved off to the east of Quanah, but we did have a tornado that occurred near Oil Rig. It looks like near Quanah. It's not really Oil Rig, but Pump Jack. Just gotta repost a couple things if I can properly actually click on things. And on Ryan Scholl, passed some cows, it looks like, in a field. Cows are just kind of chilling in the field. Doing cow things, I don't know. I don't see any of them eat. Well, actually, no, they're kind of eating grass. Kind of just chilling. PDS cow intercept. That's what he put for the caption of his post. Like, oh, let me just, if I can actually do things here. Here, yeah, like, so there you go. Cow, there you go. Moo-moos. My hand is itching. Let me just go back to Stormrunner real quick. Yeah, that is pretty much a shelf cloud right there. Well, it looks like a little bit more broken up on the more northern, well, like the northern portion here. It looks more broken up with that clouds there, but definitely a shelf cloud on that side there. But not be the first time I've seen something like that on stream though. I think it was last year, and I think it was in Kansas, and it was like just big one. I'm like, oh my god, probably the biggest shelf cloud I've seen. It's been a while since I've seen a shelf cloud too. Which, in terms of shelf clouds, too, because I'm just waiting to see one in the daylight, too, compared to nighttime. Which I know what the ratio was last year, on July 15th, which, I mean, derechos typically have a shelf cloud, but by the time we got to where I was, it basically nighttime, so it would be nice to see one during the day. But yeah, okay, we got, he, looks like Storm Runner just parked there. So yeah, you guys got this shelf cloud there, and you got your, I'm gonna say this, like, I want to say stratocumulus, but I don't think that's stratocumulus. Definitely not stratocumulus. What is the other cloud I'm thinking of? No, not really. Nothing really. It's been kind of, everything's been kind of together so far, I guess you could say. Just some wind, some hail. About it so far. Speaking of, let me look at velocities actually, just for the just take a look here. How far? Oh, we're about 3 minutes behind on scan right now. This southern portion is gonna be really like gotta be going close to the radar. So if anything is going gotta be happening in this southern portion, it's gonna be pretty difficult. This area, anything above here is gonna be easier to see. So, but I don't think really not expecting much at this point out of this line here. Maybe once again, just brief tornado potentially, but even then, not really expecting much out of this line at this point. So it kind of fell apart by quite a bit as it's making its way towards the east. Radar Omega is taking a little while to load again. No, know what? That is the stupid thing that happened is Radar Omega not wanting to load properly. That is the dumb thing. Question: why did the cloud around the shelf look like it's rotating? I was gonna say, but it was just probably. I was gonna say it's probably was just probably Scud. Yeah, that is a shelf cloud right there. Man, I swear, shelf clouds are probably my most favorite looking like type of cloud. Besides like asperatus clouds. Yeah, that is impressive. Oh, looks like okay, they're on the move. They're probably gotta go towards south. It looks like actually. I thought they were gonna go back towards the east, but I guess they're going south. If they're going south, I'm not 100% sure what they're doing. Either or they're doing like a U-turn or something. Yeah, okay, they're going. Yeah, they're doing like a not really a U. Well, I guess yeah, not really a U-turn, but like a 3-point turn backwards maybe. I don't know. I don't know what they're doing to be honest. Yeah, pretty impressive. Okay, so there's only like a 1 minute split between reflectivity and reflectivity. Because reflectivity is on 405 and not rotation. Velocity is on 406. So velocity is 1 minute behind currently, and then reflectivity is 2. So got another 21 minutes on this special weather statement. Same thing. Well, not same thing with severe thunderstorm watch because severe thunderstorm watch is supposed to go till 7. So, which is already almost, well, almost like another 3 hours. Stormwater media is looking at something that might be rotating here. I think it's probably this right here by Victory there. Because typically when storm chasers have something zoomed in, typically they're focusing on something that's rotating. So we'll see. We'll see. So how far? Oh no, they're not far behind. Okay. I'm like, how far is behind are we on scans? But no, both are current. I don't know why though. Oh, okay. I thought I broke it because I was like switching between reflectivity and velocities too quick. Thought I broke it, but no, just having a little bit of weird out there. Yeah, definitely some stronger velocities here. Probably outflow. Other than maybe that one spot that Storm Runner's looking at, but other than that, a lot of rain and wind. And we have a severe thunderstorm warning. I just got issues because that's typically a severe thunderstorm warning. I gets it. That gets issued with that alert. Where is that at? Oh, it's in California. Core size hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds. Wow. Yeah, that is definitely some areas that are probably producing the hail. One there and one there. Because typically when you have your purples, it's heavy rain and or hail or both. And Radar Omega's taking a little bit of load here. Yeah, I'm gonna blame that on Radar Omega just being slow on this internet. Is this as I say this did say half-inch hail with this special weather statement, which I wonder how heavy this rain in these areas are, because these are the more purple areas where that heavier little areas of rain is at. Could be going right towards you. This is gonna be going right over Altus Air Force Base. I keep forgetting in places like Oklahoma and whatnot. There's quite a few Air Force bases in this area. I think even in North and South Dakota, I actually do. Because typically well, actually a lot of places in the plains here is where you're going to find a lot of your Air Force bases. Which I think there's actually, I forgot how many are in Oklahoma here. I know there's a bunch in Oklahoma. I forgot. Where is my... Oh, yeah, there we go. So, there's also... I know it's something random, but there are different reflectivity color tables. So these ones come with Radar Omega, and then I just have a bunch of custom ones. So this is the National Weather Service reflectivity. Got max velocities. I don't know if this is still his current one or if it's a little bit different than it was earlier. Not earlier, but a little bit different. And then this is Norman, which is very fitting for this radar considering we're using Norman's radar. This is Fox Weather, which is a little bit more green. And then this is the default one, which I use the default color table. Also, if anybody in chat wants to know what app I'm using for radar, I'm using Radar Omega. There is a free option for a radar app, which is Weatherwise, which I also recommend highly because I mean it's free, but also kind of gives you a view of what we're looking at right now too, which is nice. And also you can customize the color table on Weatherwise as well, which is nice. So I can, especially on desktop. I know you can do it on phone, but it is nice that I can change the color table just in general on both. So if I don't like a certain color table, I can change it to something else. Which I really like Radar Mega's color table, but that's probably because I've been using it for the longest time. But definitely some heavier rain here. Maybe some hail, but not really seeing any hail reports, I don't think. Let me go to GR2 just in case. But yeah, definitely just heavy rain, if anything. But yeah, I think that's gonna be good for this stream. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next stream, which is probably gonna be on Tuesday. I don't know when Tuesday, but it's probably gonna be a evening stream on Tuesday compared to one that's gonna be an afternoon stream because I do have some stuff that's gonna be going on during the day. So, but yeah, I'll see you all in the next one. And then also take a quick look at Stormrunner Medias. So yeah, see all that rain back there. And definitely a lot of scud too. But yeah, see you all next one. I don't know why I just like completely just did a whole 360 on that outro. I don't know. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one on Tuesday.